Hey y'all, so it's Lou, and we are back with another episode on Louder with Lou. And today I am having one of the best artists, brow artist, individual here in Dallas, Texas, the whole world. Her name is Keka.
Hello. Good, y'all.
So thank you so much for coming on.
Of course.
I appreciate you coming out here and taking the time out of your day. So, I want to know, what is your government name? I mean, everybody knows you by Keka Keeks, Brows by Keeks. What is her name?
It's Jessica.
Jessica. Okay.
It's so funny because my son says it, Jessica. When I'm not paying attention, he's like, Jessica. So yes, my name is Jessica.
Okay.
Jessica Ortega.
Oh, y'all heard? Jessica. So, just call her Jessica and, she'll look.
Look, she ain't going to turn around. She don't know her.
She don't.
I think there's two people that call me Jessica.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my husband, he's like Jessica. I'm like,
why are you calling me that?
Yeah, what I do? Or my grandma or something. Everybody calls me Keka, since I was little.
So where did this name come from? Keka and Keeks.
So Keka came from when I was little. I would think, I don't know, maybe 2, 3, maybe, I don't know, 1. But it just, I've always been called Keka. Always. And then Keeks, in high school, I think my cousin gave me that name, Keeks. It was a group of us that would hang out. Mm-hmm. And he just called me Keeks. And then when Instagram came out, I was like, I'm gonna just mush them together. And then that's just how it stuck. That's why my Instagram name is not Brows by Keeks. It's Keka Keeks.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
And it's funny because when I get people that have met me for the first time, they're like, how do you say it? Because I get so many. They say Keeks. The other one, they mess it up.
What they say?
Keka, Keka. I'm like, yeah, Keka. All of it.
They're like, hey, Keka. Oh, that's so embarrassing to say.
And because they don't know how to say it.
Yeah, I guess so.
So
if you've never heard it.
I don't correct them. Oh, well, you can call me. Or sometimes what do I call you? And I'm like, Keeks, Keka, Jessica, Keka Keeks, whatever comes out, I'll answer to it. Jessica, I might be like, what?
Who's that?
We don't know her.
Huh? Okay, yeah, I've always wondered that because it's I think once when I went to go get my brows done with you, I was like, why does on her license say Jessica?
Yeah.
Who is Jessica?
Who is that?
Who is that? Anyways, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, fun fact of the day.
Period. Okay, so I know a lot of people want to know how you got started in, I guess, the beauty industry, because I've known you've been from lashes and then doing makeup also and then now brows. So how did you start in this industry?
It was so I think Lily was probably 4.
Okay.
That's my daughter, so she was 4. And it's makeup. I just I just would do it on myself, and I had brown hair.
Oh.
A lot of people don't know her. Brown hair.
Brown hair?
All of it. It was down all the way back.
Okay.
I never had done anything to my hair until I turned 22.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Just haircuts only.
Oh.
So I would.
Who is she?
If you see pictures, you don't know her.
Damn, I need to see these pictures.
Yeah, I'll show you when we're done.
Bet.
I just did makeup, and then I got my hair done at the Mod Lab.
Okay.
With Jake, and that's when I started doing makeup on Saturdays and stuff. She had events, and then I wanted a lash. And it was before the volume and all that other shit that I can't do none of that. I could do a classic set. I could probably, if I remember, but and then there was the lash lab.
Okay.
At the Mod Lab.
Yeah.
And I was actually still working corporate. I would go work after.
Yeah.
Go to work after, book appointments. It was before Square, or it probably existed. I don't know, but I would write shit.
So
down.
how would you? Oh, you would.
I would write it down on a planner.
Keka, what?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I would go after work. And then
where is she? No pre-booked appointments?
None, girl. She was sitting there waiting, twiddling her thumbs, waiting for an appointment. I'm like, scared. No shows, all of it.
Oh, damn.
All of it. I've been through all of it.
No card on file?
Girl, none. Damn. It was just like, yeah, grandma show up.
Okay.
And they never showed up.
Yeah.
So, and that's when like the makeup kind of started to go away, and it was lashes and like brows. I just started doing the girls' brows at the shop.
Yeah.
And then like I was good at it.
So what was it like? One day you're just like, oh, let me do your brows, or people started asking you, or what?
So there was a wax machine there. Like she had a wax machine.
Nobody would use it, or what?
No, it was in the room, and like I was like, like the girl's lip or the middle part or whatever. And I was like, well, let me just do this. And like even when I was younger, my mom never let me go get my brows done at the nail shop. Ever.
So what would you do?
I would just like tweeze them, or she would take me to Anastasia Beverly Hills at Nordstrom. Like that's how important.
No way.
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay.
Like since high school, like that's how important brows have been since high school. Like okay, don't get me wrong. I had some messed up eyebrows. Like I over tweezed. Like I did all of it. But like my mom is like, I think she's like the reason. Like like brows were like that important. Like she never did brows. My mom actually she did hair at one point when I was younger.
Okay.
So she was a cosmetologist, and so like she would literally in high school she would take me to get my brows done like professionally.
Nice.
$40 brows.
Wow.
And here I am.
Down the foundation.
Yeah.
Your mother. Wow.
Mama Patty.
Okay.
If you know, you know.
So do you feel like because she was a cosmetologist, that kind of had something to do with you? Like why you like makeup, why you kind of like lashes, the beauty industry, or no?
I don't think so. Like, because I remember going to like the hair salon with her, like when she would go to work.
Okay.
And you couldn't run. Sit down, girl. Don't go nowhere. It was a beauty shop in Oak Cliff off of like Clarendon, and like I have like little like fond memories of like going.
Yeah.
But then she stopped like doing hair. Like I think maybe when I was like 4 or 5.
Okay.
Like I don't really have like vivid like my mom was a hairdresser,
Okay.
But no, like I wanted to be a nurse in high school. I wanted to be a nurse.
And then what happened?
I had Layla.
How old were you when you had her?
I was 18.
18. Okay, so you had already graduated, or like you were still in school?
I graduated pregnant.
Okay.
5 or 6 months pregnant.
Okay.
And she was born in September. So
were you shook? Like what happened?
Yeah,
what was going through your mind? Like, damn, am I really pregnant?
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah. Yeah. I played soccer in high school all 4 years. Well, 3. I didn't play the last year. But you know what? I will say, like, I always say this, like, she's my reason. Like, she is it. Obviously, alongside with like my husband and my son.
Yeah.
But at the foundation, like, I needed her.
Okay.
I needed her.
Why do you feel like you needed her?
Because I felt like I needed her to like to help mold me. Like, and it sounds crazy because a lot of people don't have kids until they're like 30, 27, 35. I was 18 years old. I was a kid myself. So I didn't think she's about to be 13.
Aww.
I didn't think, like now that I look back and like I have my family and her dad and everybody, his family, she has everything she needs. But I needed her, like emotionally. You know what I mean? To like just every day, like I wake up and I'm like, like my kids, both of them. But obviously initially it was her.
Aww.
So I feel like I needed her.
Do you feel like it's following into like your footsteps? Like, does she ever say like, "Oh my gosh, I want to be a brow artist," or is she kind of like, "No, I don't want to do that"?
I think she's interested.
Okay.
I think because she sees like the fun, she sees, but she's gone to work with me, so she sees like mom like busting her ass, seeing 30 clients a day, and like I'll be working, and some of my clients can attest. Like I'll have my kids sometimes. And like Grayson's like coming up, he wants to back, and I'm like,
"Oh my goodness!"
And like the clients are me, and I'm like,
that's funny, yeah.
And then like, cause then the client will just like look up, and they don't mind it, but especially Grayson, and he'll just come up, he's like, "Mommy, I love you," But I think she sees what most people see, which is the fun part.
Yeah,
she doesn't really remember, like the start of it,
Yeah.
But I tell her like, you be and do what you want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be a bar artist. You don't have to be, you know, because that's what she's around. I was like, but if that's something that you want to do, then you can do it. You know what I mean? Like, she has me. She can go to school if she wants to do hair. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, there's, you know, the, how do you say, like, the friendships that I've made with a lot of people. You know, we lash artists. I'm sending her your way.
Right here.
Okay?
Right here.
She's working with Lou now. You know, so I just don't ever really be like, no, you got to do this. You know what I mean? It's kind of just like, go to school, have fun. You want to travel. You know, because obviously, like, I do not want her.
Yeah.
You know, don't do what I did. You know, it wasn't obviously the worst, but, you know.
I mean, you made it. Look at you. Look at you now.
Listen, it's hot in here. It's hot or no? Because I'm hot. I think it's I'm talking about my baby and I kind of want to cry. But, you know, I just tell her, like, you just do what makes you happy. You know, she's a good kid.
Do you feel like your mom was like that with you too, like growing up, like as in like you wanting to do whatever you wanted, or do you feel like you did face like, no, don't do makeup, don't do this?
No, like my mom was like kind of just, she's always been supportive.
That's good.
You know, and I think too, like making her a grandma at the age of, I don't know, she was like 38 or 39. So so I actually have a sister that's younger than Layla.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. They're 9 months apart.
What?
Yes.
This is the first time I hear about her.
So
the same school?
Yeah. So obviously Lauren is she's your hairstylist.
Yes.
Lauren is my real sister. People don't think. People like, you know, because people are like, oh, my sis. No, like we're real sisters. Yeah. People. Yeah.
Real sisters, guys.
Okay. Real sisters. Is it Future?
Future. There you go.
Yeah. Me and Lauren, we have the same dad. My parents are divorced. And then my mom got my stepdad, who helped raise me as well. Yeah. And I have a brother. He's 17. And then I had Layla. And then my mom, after I had Layla, she's like, I'm pregnant. I was like, ew.
What?
Yeah. So they're exactly 9 months apart.
So are they like best friends?
No.
No?
No, they're completely opposites.
Oh, wow.
They talk and they get along, but they're like...
What?
Yeah,
you have crazy. You have two little sisters. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Why is this the first time I hear about her?
Her name is Maddie. So it's Marcelo, Lauren, Marcelo, and Maddie.
Okay.
I'm the oldest.
Okay.
Yeah.
4 of y'all.
Yeah. I mean, we have like different, you know, like different dads, different moms, whatever. But in total, yeah. I mean, we can all get together and stuff, and like my parents talk, like my dad and stuff.
Period. So. Okay. What about your dad? Did he ever like encourage you like to enter the beauty industry, or like no? I think he was just like, whatever.
So my dad, he a wild one. He a wild one. He'll like, you're gonna see him out before you see me. Okay. You'll see him at like the bars and outside before you'll see me, and like people will be like, "Are you and he'll be like, "Why?"
Oh my god!
Because you know where I posted him, and he'll tell like women will be like, "Oh my god, are you Gecko's dad?" And he's like, I've been wanting to get an appointment with her, and he's like, "If you buy me a bucket, I'll get you an appointment." And they'll DM me. Yeah, they're like, "Hey, yeah,
like I bought your dad a bucket."
Yeah, and
what's up?
Yeah, and so he said, "It's literally happened."
Dead. That is hilarious.
And I'm like, yo.
Yeah, you need to stay home.
You need to relax, yo.
Stay home.
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, that's good that you didn't really have to deal with any, like, negativity or all that just, like, in your industry.
No. I mean, it's
awesome.
Right. Yeah.
Do you feel like any of your friends always, like, supported you, or did you end up losing friends? Sure. How was that?
I mean, obviously, I wasn't always charging $40, and some people think that's outrageous, and that's okay. And, because that's a new price.
Yeah.
$40. But it's for my existing clients because I don't take new clients. Mm-hmm. I wish I could. I wish there was more. Not right now.
Not right now. Okay.
So
no new clients. Even if they just want to come in for like one time. Just one time. They want to get that experience.
Look, if they could come in one time and be okay with not coming back, or like kind of like snagging an appointment when it comes up, like we could definitely do that. But I haven't figured out how to do that yet.
Okay.
Because I definitely have cancellations throughout the week. You know, especially right now, it's a little slow, like the weather, COVID,
it happens.
Everything. It's, you know, whatever. Especially the weather right now. But, hey, if they want to come in for one time, hit the DM. But don't be bugging me for another appointment because I ain't going to answer.
There you go.
It's so hard. But I mean, we can definitely do that. Because, like, I I do want to see new faces sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not opposed to. I love my clients. I really do. But sometimes I want to see a new face.
Yeah, it's
you know,
nice.
It's refreshing. You know, because I see this, the same faces, and it's great. But like, I already know what to do.
You see, when I get new clients, I still get nervous.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh, do I have everything ready?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I remember when you first came to me, I was like, this has to be perfect. I was like, she chose me. She chose me to do her lashes. I was like, everything has to go good.
And look at me.
I know. And then I still remember when one of my clients walked in, I was like, no, this appointment was supposed to be perfect.
What do you mean?
Oh, whenever she walked in and you were still in there.
Yeah.
But I think
I remember, yeah.
I was checking you out already or something like that.
We were like checking out for the next appointments and stuff
yes.
like that. I think I was asking you a question or something.
Yes, and I'm like, damn, it didn't go perfect. I was like, this has to go perfect.
Okay, I'll see you later. Me, dang.
Yeah.
I guess I have to leave.
Funny. I guess I have to leave. No talking. So, okay, guys. I mean, she said it. If y'all want an appointment, don't ask her again. Just ask her once. Just so you can get the experience.
Like, I'm so down to post. Like, I did it last week.
Yeah.
And I was like, God don't want me to be great. He don't want me to see new people because like the 2 days that I posted were like the snow, like the ice days.
Yeah.
And like, unfortunately, like, I'm already booked, until almost the end of April right now. So it's like. But I do leave gaps in my schedule, so it's not like I just don't have any room. I do leave gaps.
Yeah.
But like, say you're coming Thursday, like you were supposed to come Thursday, right?
Yes,
and
Thursday.
Now you're coming tomorrow.
Yes,
because you needed to move it. Yeah. So like the spaces that I do leave, they're for like you guys can kind of like shuffle around.
Okay, so you accommodate to your clients.
Oh, for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah. You have to. I think that's like you have to. Definitely. Like to be successful, I think that's like something that obviously like there's a line. That I think on both ends. Yeah. Because definitely. I think for me, especially with the girls at the body lab, like when I'm the new bra artist. Yeah. Like, they're like, okay, so like they've like never done this or like they ever worked in that setting. And I'm like, listen, we all have a grace period, but understand like there's gonna be days where you're gonna run late. Mm-hmm. And they're gonna have to understand. There's gonna be days when they run late. You have to understand. You know what I'm saying? Like now if I sound like every appointment is like, okay, sis, nah, Yeah. But it's like it happens, and if for us anyways, if you can't like do the fill in or something, or you can't, you can. Okay, sis, I'm gonna just wax you real quick. And the next time we'll do the whole thing. Then just do it. Yeah. It's all about accommodating communication. Nice. Yeah. And coming off the right way to your clients. Definitely. You don't want to talk like
I remember whenever was it my first appointment that I missed?
I think.
Oh my gosh, she finally got me in her books. And I missed my appointment. I think I overslept.
Yeah, you did.
Y'all, I don't have the best, sleeping schedule. I go to sleep sometimes at 2 a.m., wake up at 7, and sometimes I oversleep. So, yeah, little by little, I'm trying to get better because, that's how you function.
Yeah, you have to.
So I overslept and I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, she's always so strict about her appointments on Instagram. Like, I'm late already. This is my first appointment. She's going to cancel me. No. I remember I was telling you, I'm so sorry if you don't want to see me again. Like that's I totally fine. Understand. Yes.
No, and I think one of the other times I'm like, Cindy, where's Lou at?
Yes, I remember that. She called me after that and she's like, hey, where are you? I was like, I just woke up. Why? And then she's like, missed your appointment. I'm like, fuck, no. Like, oh my gosh. You are really understanding.
Not me looking for you through Cindy.
I know. I was knocked out.
It's okay.
And then you cancel that appointment and you put it as a no-show. That low-key hurt. I was like, damn.
You know who else isn't like that? Naira.
I know she told me.
I be no-showing Naira. I want y'all to get that text message.
I'm like, damn. Why she do me like that?
She says she don't want that on her record.
Damn.
I can't take it off.
No. Dead ass. Take it off. Just reschedule me. Please. She'll dead ass put you no show and you get the notification.
But I do. But everybody has my number. So yeah. You guys can text me and be like, oh my god, oh shit, it's my bad, whatever. And we'll figure it out. Honestly, I can tell you on Instagram, I'll be like, 5 minutes. I kind of chilled on posting that because it can be repetitive. It's okay, we get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've never really turned anybody away.
Okay.
Honesty, a little honest part here. Like I've never been like,
y'all can show up late, guys.
No, don't do that. But like I've never like really. I've kind of been like, hey sis, like I'm gonna take her, and then I don't want to rush. You know what I mean? Or I'm like, hey, I might not be able to feel you, but like we'll just get it done. You know, because people like they plan their lives around coming to
That's true.
to see me, and so I'm not gonna be like, oh, we'll see you in 4 weeks. I mean, I have done that, but it's just because I just don't have any room, and I'm not gonna overwork myself. I've done that already.
Okay. So when did you actually decide, like, damn, I can't take this anymore. I need to manage my days better, or because I mean, you said at some point you were like that.
Yeah, I was overworking.
So when did you stop? And how?
I think I closed my books maybe like 2 years ago. Maybe longer.
Okay.
I don't know the exact time. But my schedule has always been like Tuesday through Saturday. Tuesdays and Fridays are my half days, so I get up about 2 o'clock.
Okay.
I take my kids to school and I pick them up.
Mm-hmm.
My husband picks them up on his days off, so like that's like their time and stuff. So which is normally my long days. Long days are Wednesdays and Thursdays. I work till about 7.
Okay.
Depending. Sometimes 6. I used to work till 8.
Oh wow.
So this is where like it cut off. So like when my husband can't pick up the kids, they're with my mom. And so like if I'm getting off at 7:45, it's like a 15-20 minute commute to get into my mom's.
Yeah.
And then another 10 minute commute to get to home.
So
on the days that I would pick them up, they'd be waiting for me. And then it'd be time for bed. Or when my husband had them, at the house, I'd get home and they'd be asleep.
Oh yeah.
So like
you wouldn't even spend time with them.
No. And I would on the weekends, but then like Layla would go with her dad, and I would just have Grayson, or I would work Saturdays till 2-3 o'clock, and then Sunday comes and I'm tired, and then I'm also a mom and a wife, and I gotta go to the grocery store.
And you gotta do it all over.
I gotta do it all over again.
Yeah.
So that's when I knew like, okay, like something's gotta give. Like this is one of the I gotta close these books. I don't mind it. People don't have to come every 4 weeks. I have clients that come every 8 weeks because their growth is it's just on the slower side.
Yeah.
But they don't get booted off. They can book out 8 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
But that's when I knew like it was time to close it because like the time management was not there. Like I was ripping and running all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Starting your day off like 10 minutes late is the worst. It does happen. It happens to the best of us.
Oh,
it
sets
happens.
you back.
Yeah, the
entire
whole day. So now you're playing catch up at 9
Uh-huh.
a.m. and I'm here till 7 and I'm playing catch up already?
Nope.
Nah, we're not about to do that. So that's when I knew like I think when I was getting home and then like I'd be tired, I'd be grouchy, every little thing would like
moody,
piss me off. Like there's dishes and like David would be like, I'd be like, why is there dishes? And he's like, cause we just ate. Like, and, and I'm over here like coming for him, and he's like, yo, like just cause you had a long day, like
I ain't have one. Don't do that to me.
Okay, he said we chilling over here, so sis, relax.
Yeah.
So that's when I was like, all right, let me start setting these boundaries. And I started to have to tell clients, no, like those 7 o'clock appointments don't exist.
And how did they take it? Because that's my problem right now.
Okay.
The other day, I went on a rant on Instagram.
Okay.
It was my first meal of the day, and I had gotten done like at 11:30 at night. And I was barely going to have my first meal. This was on the snowstorm day, on Thursday.
You had clients go to your house?
Yes. Everybody showed up. Oh, I had like 2 clients that rescheduled. But then other clients were like wanting to reschedule, and then I'm like, why only have Thursday? And they're like, I'm gonna come in, and I'm like, I don't have to drive.
Right. I mean, you have to walk over.
Yeah. I just have to roll over, and I'm there.
Yeah.
So
not me waking you up on my appointment.
Dead ass. No, I'm glad you do, cause I'll be sleeping.
I mean, cause y'all, I do get 6:30 appointments, 6:30 a.m. appointments.
Yes.
Get a little extra, but you can get them.
It works out. It works out, and I like it. Like, I prefer to have you there early in the morning instead of being there at night till midnight.
Yeah, for
1
sure.
a.m. Like,
I mean, 6:30 is a bit early, right? Okay, maybe 7.
It is,
but
it works.
But you don't gotta drive.
I don't.
I be driving down 20. I don't even really remember like driving. I just get there. I'm like,
you just know you got there.
If I get there, I could fall asleep.
There you go.
That's what I think.
Motivation.
About. If I get there, I could go back to sleep. And
motivated.
I do.
There you go. You do. Sometimes we talk.
Lashing. and I'm asleep.
We talk the whole time though.
Yeah, sometimes. No, on my later appointments.
Oh yeah.
The early ones, I'm asleep.
You're knocked out.
I'm asleep.
You are. You get there like, I'm ready to sleep.
Yeah. She be like, okay.
Like, let's go.
Y'all, when I first started going to Lou for lashes, she used to have to take me to the restroom 3 times.
Yes. And she's gotten way better.
I don't go no more.
Yeah.
I don't go no more.
I notice you go whenever you come
from the
straight
gym.
from the gym.
Yes. Well, I'm back now. So
she back.
Yeah, I'm back.
She ready.
So I'm ready. March Madness.
If
you ain't heard, check it out. Dallas Uplift.
There you go. So yeah, like she's gotten way better at it. I would walk her with her eyes closed, and I would have to, lean her to like the toilet. I'm like, okay, are you touching the toilet? And she's like, yeah. And then I give her the toilet paper, or I tell her like where it's at, and she figures it out in there.
And I'm like, I'm ready.
And then I come out, and I'm like
a little
okay.
toddler.
I'm like, give me your hands. She gives me her hands. Yes, and I lay her back down. There you go. But she's like gotten way better at it now. She doesn't even get up. I'm like, baby step.
And now I'm in that thing every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks. Yes.
But okay, so back to like even like making my appointments with you.
Yeah.
Like cutting off my time at work, it did limit me, obviously, to like not taking new clients. Yeah. But it allowed me to focus on what was in front of me.
Okay.
And like being present. And like, it's funny because I tell my clients that all, because cause like, even though like their appointments are like 20-25 minutes, like we can still talk about a lot of things in those, in those 20-25 minutes.
Definitely.
And like, I get asked like, how do you do it or whatever? And I'm like, sometimes I don't know. I just do it.
Stripping.
I just do it.
That's all you're doing.
Yeah, that's it. But like, no, like being like having that balance.
Yeah.
I get asked like, why? I'm like, you got to be present. Okay, so this was another reason why I cut off my schedule.
Why?
Obviously I'm my own boss, right? I make my own hours. I'm pretty consistent, right? I'm never really gone.
Yeah.
I take the time off when I need to, but I didn't want my kids to remember me as like always working.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to be present, because I look at Layla, and it's crazy because she's about to be 13, and I know I'm
Don't
talking.
Cry.
I know. I know I'm talking.
Don't wet my lashes.
Okay, girl, because I don't got no thing. I know you got one over there somewhere.
I don't know. I ain't got shit.
Ooh.
Just kidding.
And Grayson too, because they got 2 different versions of me.
Okay.
You know, she got 18-year-old Jessica, and he got 25-year-old Jessica. Oh. So those are 2 different versions of me. I was a wife. I was already a mother, and being a mother 2, 3, 4 times, it doesn't really get any easier.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Okay.
Like obviously you have like, and it's not in a bad way. I mean, I knew what I was doing, but like he got a more mature me.
Okay.
So like as of speaking as far as like cutting my schedule off, like I just wanted them to like, mommy was home. Okay. My husband my wife was, I was here, I was present. Like I was able to go to do this, I was able to go do that. And I can't do it all, right? Like there's some soccer games, Layla plays soccer, I can't make it to. Yeah. And her dad takes her, and I think that's great that they have that. But like I want to be there, but then there's just sometimes that I just can't,
I mean,
and that's
as long as you try to be there.
Yeah. And then with Grayson, like he braids my hair. Like I love him so much. He was asking me, I was telling you before we started. He was like, what's a podcast?
He was so concerned.
He was concerned, girl. He was like, where are you going?
He's like, I need to go to this.
Yeah. Imagine
if
I would have brought him.
He'd be like, hi,
hello. That's a grown man stuck in a 5-year-old body.
Oh my god,
for real.
She looks exactly like you,
my baby.
So another thing, like trying to manage your whole schedule. Do you feel like that affected your marriage at some point, or?
Well, yeah, because we were always missing each other.
Okay,
we were, like he works and he sometimes doesn't get home until 8:30. He used to DJ, so he used to be out at night.
Okay.
Which was never a problem. Like I would always of course when I first got with him, I was like, oh my god, I'm with the DJ. I love him so much. Whatever. And I'd be at everything, girl. I'd be at all the clubs.
Oh my god.
I'd be at 216. I'd be everywhere. Cause that was my man, girl. And then after a while, I was like, I'm not going nowhere. I'm tired.
Yeah.
And obviously we grew up. We've been together 9 years.
Oh, wow.
We've been married 7 years in May.
How did y'all meet?
At 216.
216?
Yeah, we had mutual friends. Well, maybe not at 216, but we had mutual friends. That was where I would see him.
Okay.
Mostly.
Yeah.
And he got the blue eyes, and I was like, that's me.
Shit.
That's me. That's me right there. It's funny because, you know, the show Euphoria or whatever?
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody's obsessed with the Fez code or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'd be hyping my man. I'd be like, man, everybody, they all excited over a Fez code. I've been having me a Fez code. I got me a Fez code at the house.
Why you boosting him?
Girl, now he hitting the selfies on the gram. I'm over it.
Oh, my God.
Getting the fresh cut and everything.
Oh, no.
But I feel like, and then so he stopped DJing, and then so he works corporate.
Okay.
And yeah, he'd get home late. I'd get home late. We would just go to sleep. You know, like we would try to do date night, and it just like we just kind of like missing all the time. You know, so like now he gets to schedule a month in advance. So like if he's off,
yeah,
like I'll be like, okay, me too.
Aww,
You know what I mean? And we'll go to breakfast, and it doesn't happen often, but like, you know, he likes his time to himself too. You know, because like, having 2 kids can be a lot sometimes. I can be a lot. I know that.
Oh,
like
so I'll three kids.
Yeah, I tell my clients, I don't even know how I'm married sometimes.
Oh my gosh!
Like, but it's a good time. It's
Yeah.
a good time. It's a good time. It's a good time. Definitely work, but it's a good time.
Nice.
It's just supporting each other. You know what I mean? Because he's also starting his own business as well.
Okay.
So we'll be posting that here soon. If you guys follow him, y'all know what it is. But it's just supporting each other. That's all it is.
Okay.
At all times.
That's good.
You know, because there's times where I'm working late. It's 7:30, and he's like, "Yo, like, are you okay?" You know, like I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just sitting here doing eyebrows,
still stripping,
away." I go home with fucking the strips on my shoe.
Oh my god!
I'm like, I don't know which client this was.
That?
Who is it? Let me try to look at the hair, trying to examine who it was.
You know, it's so funny because I will literally post like my work on my story, and Keka knows what client it is. She's like, "Oh, that's Steph. That's Celeste. That's Cindy. That's Naira." And I'm like, "What? How do you know
and
somebody just by their eyebrows?"
It's literally just this piece right
yeah,
here.
it's like it's literally just
the eye and like
square.
the brow, like this part.
That's all she sees, and she's like, "Oh, that's so and so," and I'm like, "How can you just tell?"
I'm sitting there naming them.
There you go.
She's like, "That's crazy."
I'm like, and I was just going like, "Oh, she is right."
I know my clients, and my clients be like, "I didn't tweeze. Are you a liar?"
Have you ever had clients that have like cheated on you and then
Yes.
come back?
I laugh.
How do you deal with that? Like, is it awkward, or are you like,
No.
"Oh, who'd you go to?" Or like, a hair's missing there.
Yeah, like,
Or like,
well, you know me, like, I'm like, "Sis, what you do?"
no.
Yeah.
Oh my
well,
gosh.
You know me, I'm like,
yeah.
I'm not gonna be like, "Oh my god," you know, appointments are never like awkward, right? Because like, it's like how I'm talking to you right now. They'll sit, I'm like, "Come on, sis, I'm ready for you." Oh, but I says, "What you do?"
Oh my gosh.
And they're like, "Don't be mad at me. It's good." I said, "I ain't mad at you, but damn, now we got to start over."
Oh my god.
And then they'll be like, "It's because I couldn't get in." I was like, now y'all know. I mean, I'm going to try my best to get you in. Obviously, I can't guarantee a spot every time, but I said, now we got to start over.
Oh my god.
And we done worked real hard on this. And, you know, it's not, I laugh. You know, I don't get upset. I am territorial, though.
I know you are.
Veronica says that I'm real territorial about my clients.
You are.
Like,
you are.
They be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go over here." Go. Like it's like Omar and Veronica, and then they'll be like being funny or whatever. But and I'm like, "Go off, go. That's fine, but don't come back over here." I'll be telling my clients, "Do it again. You can't come back and sit in my chair." And they're like, "No." I was like,
so
I'm
like
just kidding.
what?
I'm just kidding.
Like what?
Yeah, they're like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "No."
Oh,
I'm not that rude.
We'll see.
She's a little rude.
She's a little rude. We love it though.
We love a little rude.
Yeah, there you go. So I know some girls are always asking like, "How is she?" Like, Keka, like, how is she like? So how are you? Like,
that's one of my other friends asked me, told me that some girl asked her that, like, what is Keeks like?
you see, everybody wants to know.
I'm a normal ass person. Like,
I mean,
like this. Like, I'm like this. Like, I can have
Yeah.
a conversation. You can have a conversation with me. You can talk to me. We coolin'.
I mean, it's just some people that are like, well, I don't think she likes me. And I'm like, well, what?
I've gotten that.
So I think maybe that's why it may be just, I mean, you're very to your group, you know?
Yeah, no, I am. And like obviously to my clients, and obviously on social media, I don't share a lot.
You don't.
I don't.
And I think that
it's like a mystery kind of
intrigued, and they're like, oh my gosh, like I want to know.
Yeah, like as far as people know, I drink coffee. I go to the gym.
Where's Yeezys?
I wear Yeezys, and Naira does my nails. Diana does my hair, and Lou does my lashes.
Yes.
And then you'll see like me
Dallas Beauty Nurse.
Yes, Dallas Beauty Nurse. Patty at Bella Med. Yeah, that like Maria. You'll like Maria, like that's like like that much.
And that's it.
And that's about it.
Yeah.
I post my kids every now and then.
Yeah.
And my husband every now and then.
You post a shopping bag.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all you post.
That's it.
Her Lulu bag.
That's I love some Lulu, y'all. If y'all ever want to give me something, give me some Lulu.
There you go.
I love Lulu.
There you go.
But I think that's good too, to kind of keep it a mystery of who you are sometimes. Yeah. Because there is a such thing as like oversharing. I know I do think that like I could show my face more.
Okay.
You know, I do think like maybe like lives or like just like talking, answering questions. Because it's not that I don't like people. I say it. I don't even like people. It's not that. It's just like, I don't know, like, I can't sit there and be like, oh, it's the energies. Like, no.
Oh,
like,
my gosh.
Like, there's people that really be like, oh,
yeah?
energies. Like, and it's a real thing. Mm-hmm. Energies are a real thing.
It is.
But I feel like like when you're just meeting somebody, like, it shouldn't be that strong.
That's true.
You know? And I do have, like, RBF, so I can maybe, people probably think I don't like them, but that's not it.
Oh,
I'm super nice.
What is it?
I feel like when people like DM me and stuff, like just don't be like how much you charge, because I'm gonna hit you back with hi, how are you?
Oh, y'all heard that? Please introduce yourself, and then she'll see if she can get you in. Period. So I know people also want to know why brows. Like, I know you were doing what? Lashes during. I need her to do my lashes.
Girl,
please.
It's gonna be clumped.
Oh, never mind.
Not me. I'm not it. I could continue to do your brows.
All right. Just my brows.
And I only know how to do classics.
That's fine. That's how we get you started.
I'm gonna get you like 4 lashes on each eye at that point.
So yeah, like you were doing lash extensions and brows at the same time. So why didn't you go with lash extensions? What made you like, damn, I want to take this off of my service and just do brows? What was it about brows?
You know what it was? I was pregnant of Grayson.
Okay.
I couldn't sit anymore.
Oh.
I couldn't sit for a long time. I was a big mama.
Well, what? Being pregnant, you can't sit down for a long time or
no.
what? Okay.
No. It hurts. Like, and then I just did brows when I came back from maternity leave from Grayson. After I came back 3 weeks after having Grayson.
Okay.
And which is a little crazy, but I did. And I just did brows. That was it.
That's it.
Brows. Like it was a quicker service. And I think brows they're important. They're so important. Like
they are.
They change your face.
They do
entirely.
You know, there's a filter on Instagram, yeah. And you just tap on it, and then you get, like, different brows.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, why do I look like that?
They give you, like, straight ones, like, thick ones.
And then, like, arched ones. Mm-hmm. Like, it really does make a difference.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
So, nobody, like, ever asks you, hey, can you do my lashes? Like, after that? No?
Not, I mean, like, now?
No. Like, as in, like, after you came back
no, like, because
Grayson and stuff.
Because I think I strategically was like, all right, let me stop it. So then when I come back, it's no more.
It's no more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're sitting down for an hour and a half, and then obviously I was 9 months pregnant. I worked up until I think 10 days before I gave birth.
Okay.
And it was a no for me.
And
it was like, it was like therapeutic and stuff, you know how people say, but it's something about like doing brows. Like, I don't know.
You know, I never knew that there was actually, like, just people that would focus on brows.
You know?
No, like, growing up, And even like when I would get them done in like high school and stuff, I thought if you were somebody that would do brows, like you would do waxing, like
all of it, body waxing.
Yeah, like there is no way just one person does brows.
Yeah.
So whenever like my sister Cindy, she started getting her brows done with you, that's how I started to know of you. And I'm like, what? Like she only does brows?
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Like that's cool.
Yeah.
And the fact that you don't, I mean, did you ever struggle at all with booking yourself? Or
Oh yeah, definitely.
All of that?
Yeah. Because I went from, I had clients that were waiting for me, obviously, when I came back from Grayson, but it was nothing compared to like where I'm at now.
Okay.
So yeah, I struggled with the no-shows and their promoting, and like Kelly Baker Brows is one of like the people that like is a person that like was just like a super major inspiration, and like that's all she does,
brows.
And like that's all she does. And so like I was like, okay, cool. And like her products, that we still use them at the shop. Her products are great.
I ordered mine. Did y'all?
Yeah, okay. And she paid for them, and I put them aside.
Period.
And she was like, "Where's my shit?"
Tomorrow.
Because I sold her shit the last time.
She did, but I got it eventually.
Ooh.
Eventually, I guess.
And then just, you know what? It's funny because like there's so many brow artists in like the US, and we all follow each other. Like, like, and it might like the best of the best in like Florida, the best of the best in, New York.
It's so
like,
awesome.
And like we all like know each other. Like, so like they have a client, we've never met each other. If they have a client that's like moving to Dallas, they're like, "Oh my God, hey, I have a client that's moving to Dallas. Like, can you take care of her for me?" Like, that's crazy.
That is
like
awesome.
Like the brow industry is so big now, and it's just like brow shaping. It's not microblading. It's not. And I do have some artists that I do follow that do microblading and micro shading and stuff, and that's great. I have no knowledge on that. But yeah, like as far as like waxing and stuff, like it's crazy.
Wow,
it's wild.
Yeah, because I mean, I didn't know like anybody just brow wax. Like what?
Yeah.
And I actually had a bad experience with brow wax.
Okay.
I went to a salon where they would cut hair, like that was their specialty. And
you just sat down.
Yes, part of me, yes, because next day was picture day. I still remember this. I was like 16, sophomore year. And I'm like, I need my brows done. And I would get them threaded, but that place was closed that day. So I was like, well, I can't. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go to this new place. And like, I had something in me that was like, just don't get them done.
Yeah.
Like, just look how you look. Like,
it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, but I need them done. I'm going to just get them done. They can't come out bad. I was like, yes, they can't. I was like, whatever. And in one brow, I still remember it was my right brow that I feel like, oh my gosh, that sounded like she ripped out more. Mm-hmm. Like, I need the mirror. And I just waited there till she gave me the mirror. And right when I saw it, I was like, no. Like, why?
Was yaque?
I know, but I was like, really? Like, before picture day. So ever since then, I was scared. And I never waxed my brows ever again until you. Until me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, she's good. Everybody trusts her. I'm going to trust her.
You're like, I'm going to go.
I'm going to go.
I'm going to miss a few appointments, but I'm going to go.
Yeah, period. Not because I'm doing it on purpose.
No.
But
I know.
Because I fall asleep. But yeah, so that's why, like, whenever my sister and like her friends started going to you, I was like, what? Like, I need to go.
Yeah.
And then you stopped taking clients, but then she got me in because.
How did
you get me in?
Yeah.
I remember. The first time you were like, let's get you in. No, I kept commenting on your stuff, I think.
You were like, hello.
I'm here. Yeah. Hello. You see these brows? And you were like, no, I was like, oh, I love all your styles. And then I think you tried getting me in after that, but our schedules weren't working.
I remember that.
And then I didn't hear from you. She just ghosted me, guys.
She didn't
even tell me like, oh, like I don't have anything. Like, let's wait a little bit. Nah. Left me on red. Oh, wow. Left me on red.
I'm
and
rude.
That's it. She left me on red. And then I think like a few weeks later after that, I said something about one of your brows, and then you were like, let's get you in.
Yeah.
And then finally, I was like, whatever you have, I'm going to make it work. I'm going to go in there.
Yeah.
And then ever since then, I've been getting my brows done with
3-4
you.
weeks,
yeah. And I think it's barely been like a year.
Yeah.
Since I've been with you.
Yeah.
Because I started around this time last year.
I remember.
It was like a little bit before your birthday, I think. Around there.
Yeah. So we're coming up on a year.
Yeah.
They look good.
Period. And I get them done tomorrow.
Okay, yes.
And that's one thing that I love about your brows, that whenever, like I've gotten them threaded, or when I used to get them waxed before that terrible incident, they would always grow so differently, as in like different stages. And then with like your style or whatever you do, I feel like they come out all at the same time and just less thinner, and just like, oh wow, like I barely have any hair.
Do I really need it?
Yes. Do I really need it? Do I need to go in? Can I wait another 4 weeks?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
So that's definitely one thing that I noticed with you. I was like, damn.
Yeah, because when they're shaped correctly, like the grow is inevitable, but like it doesn't look as bad. You know what I mean? It's bearable. Yeah. You can put makeup on it and it still looks good.
Yes.
Versus when they're taken out of their natural shape, then obviously, like, say you get like, they're so thin, they're gonna grow back crazy.
That's true.
And I have had some fucked up experiences too. Like before I started doing brows,
what?
This girl threaded my shit, and I got some thick ass eyebrows. She threaded me. And I heard it. Same thing. I heard it. And I was like,
no.
I was like, yo, she took off half my brow. And then she just did the other one. And I was just like, in my head, I was like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Like, if you see I got some thick ass eyebrows, why would you?
So what did you tell her? Nothing? You're just like.
Nothing. I was like, here. Like, I think I just paid. And I was like, yo, I was crying.
Yeah.
And you know what? On my wedding day, I fucked up my own eyebrows.
No. So by this time, your wedding day, what,
I was already doing brows? Yes.
So how'd you fuck it up?
I guess I forgot to do my brows. So we were at the shop and we're getting ready. And obviously don't ever do your own eyebrows if you don't do brows. But I was like this is a mirror. And I was like this. And so like I pushed it up. I put the wax
up.
And I pushed it 2 up. I don't know what I did wrong. I mean, I think I probably was just nervous, obviously, because I was getting married.
Yeah.
And I pushed it. And I think it was like right here. Like I made like a little divot.
Oh.
And I was like, yo, I fucked up my eyebrows. Like, how do brow artists do that?
So how'd you fix it?
I mean, the makeup artist had to fill me in. That's
my God.
That's when the Sharpie looking, not Sharpie, the pomade look was in.
Okay.
So like it was like, if I were to do it now, like I barely have any product on my brows right now. Like if I were to do it now, yeah, I got a hole.
Oh.
I got a hole. That's it. And y'all gonna see it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So like I've fucked up my own eyebrows before.
And what, you just let it grow out?
I mean, yeah.
Oh well.
Castor oil. I'm telling you, it works. Y'all we use it. People are like, I don't have no eyebrows. Yeah, you do. I've had clients that they've been coming to me for 3-4 years, and they're like, man, I'm glad like I stuck it out, because like
that's good.
You know, they have they're on the thinner side, but like even thin brows are still beautiful. They don't have to be thick and wispy and and huge or whatever.
Yeah.
Like no, it can be thin too, and it's still pretty.
For sure. I know somebody was asking, when you do brows, do you already know or see a shape in, I guess, whenever you get a new canvas or a face?
Yeah, like even when like clients, when they like either a new canvas or like a client that has like waited a long time. Like literally, I think I just looked at my watch and somebody was like, it's been 10 weeks. So like I just know like that's gonna be like new brows.
Okay. And
if they're an existing client, obviously I already know what direction we're going in. But say if you were a new client, right? You sit down, and it obviously it's a little nerve-wracking for me too, because it's like, is she gonna like me? Like,
yeah,
because those thoughts do go through my head. It doesn't matter how many clients I have or how good I am or how good people think I am. Like those, I'm like, what is she like? Oh, is she funky? Or oh, she had an attitude today? Or whatever.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about it, like, did you wax? Did you thread? Like, I kind of get a feel of what they were used to. And I'm like, well, how do you typically do your brows? Like, do you like them more on the wispy side? And sometimes people don't know. I'm pretty sure you can probably relate to, where you're like, oh, do you want wispy? Do you want a cat eye? Do you want this?
Yeah.
And they're just like, what?
What'd she say?
What'd she say?
What that mean?
What that mean? yeah. How you spell that?
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, like, I'll kind of like show them, and like, we'll kind of, it's awkward when they're laying down and I'm talking to them. Okay. So like, if you're new, you kind of sit up and like before you lay back. Yeah. And then we'll talk like face to face. You know, I'll kind of like get in front of you and I'll position myself and I'm like, okay, like, so like talk to me. Like, what are you used to? Like, are you used to this? And they'll tell me. And then like, so what I do is I do one brow. I won't touch the other one at all. Okay. So then I'll give them the mirror. And I'm like, okay, like take a look. So that way they know like this is what they had and this is what I gave them. Ooh. And then that way they're just like, and I tell them, don't be afraid to tell me like, oh, hey, can you take a little bit off? Or, you know what I mean? Now, if it starts to get to where it gets a little uncomfortable out of my style, I'll be like, all right, I'll do it, but I don't recommend it. Okay. Because I get to be like, can you do thinner? Can you give me an arch? And I'm like, no. Yeah.
I love the thick, just like
natural.
Yeah, natural.
It just grows out so pretty. Yeah, it grows out so pretty. Like even when it, like I could say when it grows out like 3-4 weeks later, like you have the stuff right here on the bottom, but I mean, so like you got to find that medium. You know what makes me happy, and what makes the client happy. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because I had a client that came in last week, and she was like, I remember she didn't want her tails, like too long. And she came with her mom. And I was like, oh, you don't want your tails too long, right? And her mom was like, how did you remember that? And I was like, I don't know. Like, you just little certain things you remember, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
I have some clients that I can't use, like, certain, like, aftercare stuff that I use because they'll break out.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And, like, it's just, like, trial and error. Like, we didn't know the first time, but the next time, I'm like, hey, girl, like, I kind of broke out a little bit. And I'm like, all right, let's figure it out. Because I don't use
what it is.
I don't use too much stuff.
Okay.
Outside of, like, you know, aftercare wise.
Okay.
So like, all right, we're going to do this, and then we're going to do that, and then we'll figure it out.
Okay.
And then like, okay, cool. And then we'll figure it out.
Nice. So do you think you're ever going to teach?
I want to.
Okay.
I want to. That's a big question that I get a lot too, like one-on-ones and stuff.
Okay.
I definitely want to. I've taught like twice. But it was
did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it. I like showing people like. People can DM me and be like, what do you use? Or what is this? You know, and I'll tell them. Like, it's not a secret. It's not, nothing I use is a secret. Okay. It's not like, oh, I'm not going to tell you. Or, oh, well, yeah, girl, it's, I don't know. Like,
I don't know. You can get it at the store.
At the Amazon. Like,
there you go.
At the Amazon. Amazon. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a secret. But, like, I want to. But I want to do it the right way. Okay. Like, you know, like, kits and, like, more one-on-one to where it's more personable. Because definitely. I feel like waxing is like, you could do a class, but I feel like it's one-on-one. People can really like, they have my attention, I have their attention. You know, like it's one of those things where they first time meeting me, meeting them, comfortable, getting models,
a whole experience,
right?
Too.
I think that's what it's about, and like really like getting what they're paying for
sure,
and always have access to me. You know what I mean? I don't want to just build something where I'm like, oh my god, I have, you know, there's 30 people. No. You know, I want to, but I feel like because I am self-taught, I did go to school, but like they didn't teach me how to wax in school. Yeah. I am self-taught. Like I've taken classes. I've gone to see Kelly Baker. I've worked with her here when she's been in Dallas. I bought online courses like brow lamination, which is like another thing. But at the foundation of even brow laminating, you have to have a good shape underneath, and that it all starts with brow shaping, like the initial brow shape. So, eventually I want to.
For sure.
I got to find some time because, you know, she busy. She busy being a mom.
There you go.
And a wife. And going to the gym.
Ooh, okay.
You know?
She got it together. So
sometime.
What's the next big thing for you? What should we know? Anything new coming on this year? What do you have going on?
Definitely.
Or that you want to do?
Definitely working on my brand for sure. Like Brows by Keeks. You know what I mean? Just really just focusing on that. As I've kind of been doing, but it's coming.
It's coming. Oh, y'all be ready.
Excited.
Y'all be ready.
I'm excited. Scared but excited. Yeah.
Well,
to grow my brand.
Awesome. Can't wait. Can't wait to see.
We worked. It's 8 years in the making. You know what I mean?
So, there you go. Go off.
And you can only go up from here. And that's it.
Period.
Period.
Well, thank you so much, Keka, for coming. And honestly, you're an amazing person. Your soul, just your vibe. I love it. Guys, y'all are missing out if you don't go to her. And I mean, it just sucks for you if you don't go to her.
Y'all definitely DM me if y'all have, like, if y'all want to get in and y'all want to do the one-time thing. We could definitely work that out. Like, it's not that I want to see y'all guys. It's
even just a whole experience with her. It's like, amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
There you go.
Likewise, Mama.
Yes.
Let's take the shot, though, because it's been sitting.
Yes, let's take this shot.
Okay. To Lou and Keeks.
A period.